guys, how you doing? It's Tom. I'm back with another video, and on this video I wanted to talk about there is some changes with the with visas, okay? And one of them is actually, or a recent change. It's a good thing for the SRRV holders, at least the military courtesy. But I think it's probably all the SRRVs. You don't have to, you no longer have to sort of update and pay the $10 fee yearly, which is the annual fee to hold an SRRV visa, at least military courtesy visa. Now you only have to do it every 2 years. So I'm assuming it's the same cost. It's going to be like $20 every 2 years instead of having to pay $10 every year. And you're basically updating your card, sort of, right? Like, how you tourist guys who are here on a tourist visa, when you get an ACR card, it's only good for a year. The card itself has an expiration for after 1 year. So so this is with the SRRV card, basically, right? You're just going to update the card and you're going to pay your $10. Plus they can make sure that you're still here, you're still in the country, you're still alive, whatever, right? So it's almost like a little check-in thing that they do. I think guys that are here on marriage visas, same thing. Every year you have to show up and pay it's a small fee. It might be similar, it might be like $10. I'm not sure what it is for the marriage visa, but same thing. They just want to also make sure that you're still married, you're still here, you're still alive, right? So so it's a nominal fee that you pay. So that's good news, because I actually have an SRV visa, and it takes effect in June, early June. Like, I think, God, I don't know, probably in about maybe 10 days or so from now, something like that, maybe 2 weeks from now. But anyway, and then now the next news, I'm going to just tell you what I know, okay? Because I tried to get the story myself, from the Bureau of Immigration website, and I couldn't get on their site because it said I got messages that said it wasn't a secure site, but then I also got a message even on my phone where it couldn't go through. So I think maybe their website crashed. I'm guessing, because there might have been a lot of people going to it after this news came out within the last 3 days. But they did pass this modernization, this Immigration Modernization Act or whatever. I guess the second time it went through the Congress, it passed, and that was like 2 or 3 days ago. And they are changing the visas. They're adding more visas, like medical and different categories of tourist visas. There's like 3 different categories now. Plus there's I think it's A through O type, just totally different, types of visas, right? I think that's like, if you count it up, that's like 15 different visas, So they're sort of adding the different types of visas, but as far as from what I saw on basically two different vloggers that I saw that did stories on this, it said that it is the tourist visas are only going to be 3 months. Like, initially it's going to be good for 59 days instead of only 30 days. So when you get here, it's good for you have 59 days before you have to extend. And then you can extend like 1 more month. And that's where it gets sketchy or unclear to me, because one source of information just said, hey, as far as I know, it's good for 3 months, and that's it. It doesn't talk about being able to extend it. And then the other vlogger said that she said you could extend it, but there was nothing in writing. You know what I mean? I didn't see anything in writing saying that you could extend it after the 3 months. So it was sort of brushed over a little bit. So I'm like, I just wanted to put this out there because it's definitely, I think the law passed Congress. You know what I mean? So now it's a matter of when it takes effect, and I want to know the details of it. I know a lot of the details, and most of what I'm telling you is the big stuff, the big changes, right? There's also like changes involving electronic extensions and over the computer and all that, and maybe not having to show up in person all the time, and just more modern ways of doing things, right? Concerning like extending your visas, right? But yeah, that 3 month one for the tourist visa, man, that's a game changer. I mean, if that's what it is, and you can't extend beyond 3 months, that's gonna be an issue for a lot of guys here. So I'm trying to find that out, but like I said, I got a feeling there was a lot of people that went to their website or something, because I can't get into it. Like I tried numerous times, and it kept showing up as unsecure, but then also on my phone it just said like it wasn't available or something. You know what I mean? So there could be something wrong. Like it could have crashed. Like you have like 100,000 people going to it in one day or something, and it could have crashed the website, I suppose, right? But I wanted to give you this news anyway. But the SRRV thing that's solid. I mean, that's on the PRA website. They have these directives that's right in the center of their page on their website. There's like the most recent directive that they did will come up, right? And that's what this is. It's the most recent directive. And it's funny though, you could keep clicking right or left, and you can go back like 2 years or 3 years even and look at stuff that came out then. You know what I mean? Like you could just keep scrolling through like the last 20 directives or whatever, or changes or amendments or whatever you want to call it, just bulletins, and it'll go back like like whatever 2, 3, 4 years even. So it's kind of funny. But that's a good thing. The other stuff, like I said, I'm still waiting to figure out, like, and I want to make sure what's the final tally. Like what's the final cut on this program, on this law. You know what I mean? Sometimes the initial law is not the final law or whatever. Like they'll make maybe some amendments or whatever. So anyway, we'll see what happens. But I just wanted to keep you guys apprised of it. But don't freak out about the tourist visa thing, guys. I mean the 3 month thing. Let's just wait and see what the real reality is going to be on that. You know what I mean? Or whether it's going to be extendable, or whether it's not, or maybe you can get another type of visa that's similar. You know what I mean? Like, you could, you know what I'm saying? You might not be able to keep extending a flat out tourist visa, but then you can get something else, because they're adding a lot of other visas, And I guess there's going to be a digital nomad like visa that's good for a year. I didn't really see that myself yet, but I heard I heard about that also. So yeah, it'll be interesting to find out what happens on all this. So all right, guys, that's about it. Please like, comment, subscribe, and have a great day. I'll see you later.